Welcome to The Stage Whisperer, the podcast for experts who want to be standout speakers. I'm your host, Kenneth Gregory, and I'm here to help you unlock the secrets of powerful speaker branding. Here you'll get take-action tips to elevate your speaker game, along with insights from top speakers, event planners, and other experts, so you can make speaking the effective tool it needs to be in your business. Ready to make your mark on stage? Let's dive in. There are some key elements that make for a really effective, or what I like to call an irresistible speaker pitch. And the speaker pitch is your argument for why your topic needs to be on a stage, what it's going to deliver for the audience. And I've been working on speaker pitches for probably close to 20 years. A colleague and I co-authored a book called Get Picked, all of the knowledge and work that we've done over the years in learning how to create irresistible speaker pitches. And we've learned that working with corporate clients and helping them pitch their experts, their executives, and getting them on stages. And there's some key elements that we've really identified that make for a great pitch. I want to share some of those with you today. And I think if you apply some of them, you'll be really surprised and very happy with how they change the look and feel and the read of your pitches and the success that you'll have with landing more and more speaking opportunities. The first bit of advice that I want to give you is that speaker pitches are not about you. They're about the audience. And that's probably the biggest mistake I see speakers make when they're pitching, is they're so anxious to be able to showcase how great they will be on someone's stage, and they will be, that they forget the persuasive work that they've got to do with the person who is making the decisions on who's going to be on stages. One of the things that you can do to set yourself apart, to make yourself stand out from all of the other speakers that are perhaps pitching the same opportunity, is to make sure that your pitch focuses on the audience and what they need from a presentation. Your expertise is going to come in other parts of the proposal, but the pitch itself needs to really focus in on the audience. And I want to share a framework that you can use to create a great pitch. The best pitches to me are 200 words or less. You want to make sure that your words, that pitch is tightly written, very compelling, uses really strong, powerful, descriptive language, making it really easy for someone to skim it over quickly and grasp what it is that you want to bring from the stage. So let's talk about that framework. What should happen in this 200 words? First thing that you want to do is you want to identify the problem. What is the challenge that your audience is facing? Why are they struggling? What is it that is challenging them? You want to identify that problem. And what that does is it communicates, one, that you have your finger on the pulse of that audience, that you see what they see, that the struggle that they're experiencing is something that you're really aware of. You want to do that in the first two sentences, really. And you want to be able to share some element of perhaps what isn't working. What are people doing that is not working for them? Things that they've tried that are not effective, that still leave them less than satisfied. What are those things that are out there that are not working? And this is all leading up to the solution that you're going to bring them, because that's what should come next. After you've identified the problem and you've also shared or identified what doesn't work and why, you want to pivot to the solution. What's the solution that you're going to bring? What is the magic that you're going to share from the stage that is going to help that audience see a new way, a fresh way of looking at their challenge, of applying a new solution, of maybe applying existing solutions in a new way, but that's going to give them the road that they need to transformation. Stop me if this sounds familiar. You've got receipts. You're clearly an expert. But when it comes to landing speaking gigs, crickets. That's about all you hear. Here's the truth no one tells you. The brand that built your business isn't the brand that's going to get you booked on stages. That's why I created a free masterclass why even the most qualified experts get passed over for stages. In less than an hour, I'll show you my 3-step speaker brand blueprint, the same strategy my clients use to land dream stages, generate leads, and get paid to speak, without cold pitch burnout or paying an agent thousands. If you're ready to stop being the best kept secret and finally step into the spotlight, this is where it starts. Head to speakerbrandacademy.com/masterclass and register now. Let's get you on stage where you belong. And then at the end, what you want to do is you want to confirm that transformation. You want to be able to confirm that at the end of the presentation, this is what will be true for the audience. Some speaker proposals will also include a 3-bullet list of key takeaways for the audience. And so if you can squeeze those in there, I would definitely include that. Anything you can do to be very specific is going to be really helpful. And you want to do all of this work in 200 words or less. And I know that feels like not a lot of words, and it isn't. So it will take a little bit of work, a little bit of time. This is a small bit of copy that should actually take you a lot of time to create. You want to work with the copy and feel really good about those 200 words that you finally land on. I want to share a speaker proposal that I wrote for a friend of mine. She is a crafter and a crafting educator, and her specialty is making stuffed bears. She has a really wonderful story about why she focuses on stuffed bears. And I love hearing her talk about the work that she does in teaching people how to fabricate stuffed bears. One of the things that I love about what she does is she does a great job of helping people who are also creatives like her understand how they can be better at what they do. Anyway, she came to me and wanted to start doing some speaking around the idea of becoming more creative and how to deal with creative roadblocks. So I wrote a speaker pitch for her that would help her do that. I'm going to read this to you. Just listen. You'll hear the framework unfold, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. So here we go. The title of her presentation is called Make Your Own Magic, Using Bear Making to Unleash Your Creative Force. When your creative energy tanks, what's your go-to move to shake out of it? Most creatives find themselves focusing intensely on their creative funk, which only makes it worse. There are lots of suggestions out there. You've heard them all. Go for a walk, read a book, take a nap, or just push through it. But here's a solution that has helped me and countless others break the bond of creative logjams and unleash fresh energy to draw from. What is this secret elixir? It's diving into an entirely new creative effort to get a fresh flow going. Using my bear squared strategy for bear making, I teach creatives, entrepreneurs, and crafters how to make teddy bears, inspiring them to stretch new creative muscles by making a stuffed pal. In this session, you'll learn how to identify a creative dry place, why being more creative is the perfect antidote to low creative energy, and how making a teddy bear can build new creative muscles for greater creative performance. And that's the pitch. All of that is roughly 170 words. We got it done with 30 words to spare. And if you listen to it, you'll see how at the beginning, we talk about what the problem is. When your creative energy tanks, we identify the problem really clearly. And we start to allude to the fact that there's a challenge for creatives when it comes to that. And then we pivot to what are they doing? Well, there are lots of suggestions out there. You've heard them all. Making sure that it's clear as the speaker, she sees what they see, that there are lots of suggestions out there and most of them don't really work all that well. And then she pivots to the solution. Here's the solution that has helped me and countless others. And she goes on to talk about her bear squared strategy. And at the end, she talks about what the outcome is going to be. It's inspiring them to stretch new creative muscles by making a stuffed pal. And then we have those 3 key takeaways. So you can see how a pitch like this makes it so clear how this presentation is going to unfold, what the audience is going to receive, how interesting it's going to be. It's addressing a problem that all creatives experience, and it does it all in a very tight, compelling way with a little bit of creative flair. These are the things that I want to see you focus on when it comes to creating your pitches. I would love to see you do lots of great work and having pitches that you place into your proposals that make it so clear that you are the expert that belongs on the stages. If you're looking for a deeper resource on all of this, I'd love to see you pick up a copy of the book that I co-authored called Get Picked: Tips, Tricks, and Tools for an Irresistible Speaker Proposal. It's available on Amazon, and I'll put a link to it in the show notes if you'd like to grab it and take a look. It's just a deeper dive into what we've talked about today. If you've got questions about speaker pitches and how to make them more effective, I'd love to hear about them. My email address is in the show notes. Feel free to drop me a line and ask your questions. I love to get them. And that'll do it for today's episode of The Stage Whisperer. Remember, every stage you step onto is an opportunity to impact lives and leave a lasting impression. Keep refining your craft and pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve with your voice. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, leave a review, and share this episode with fellow speakers. Visit our website for more resources and follow us on social media to stay connected. I'm Rene Gregory, and until next time, keep making your voice heard.